What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am Ariana. It has been a while since I posted a regular video on my channel, so like and subscribe if you actually like this video. It's not going to be too much. It's really just going to be me taking down my hair because it's definitely time to, and then talk about my year. So I started vlogging last month, like late last month, but I didn't, and I told you guys like where I'm at now, but I haven't told you guys like where I've been this whole year. So that's basically just gonna be it. You guys re-knowing me, and if I have any new subscribers, which I have gained some, just telling you a little bit about myself for this year and what's been going on, the ups, the downs, the greats, the bads, and all of that stuff. So without further ado, here we go. I'm not sure if I want to leave these earrings in. They might get in the way, but we'll see. So far I just decided to put them on because I thought they were cute. And if I keep looking at this side of the camera, I apologize. Getting back into the groove of using an actual camera with a flip lens, because for my vlogs I mainly use my phone. And if you see me look down, I'm looking at my iPad so I don't forget anything, because I will. Starting off this video, I'm really just gonna just tell you from like from the month, starting from January all the way up until now, and then take my hair down at the same time. And I think I will take these earrings out. So just to show you like what my hair is looking like right now, like this is the back, this is like the main reason. Like the braid is here and my hair is here. I don't know if you guys can see that. And it's kind of like that all over my head. Like this one here, braid is here, up here. Some of them are still good. I've had them in for I think a month. I wish it could go longer, but my edges, like even with laying them down, it's so humid outside, like they don't stay. And I think that's just because I could have honestly put some more twist up here, but it just didn't happen. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the video. I'm gonna start cutting by like the back one's probably here. My hair is probably somewhere in here probably, but that's probably where I'm gonna cut, just to make sure I don't accidentally cut any of my hair. So starting with January, I got pretty serious with setting my goals and making sure that I get my life together, because last year was good for me. It was better than the year before, but at the same time I'm still not where I wanted to be. And I decided that my mantra when I was setting my goals would be financially stable. And you guys know that if you see my vlog and see me do my whiteboard and stuff. So basically I just sat down, wrote everything out. Of course I created a vision board. I created a vision board last year, but it was so all over the place and I never hung it up, so I never looked at it. So this year I created one. If I find a picture, I'll put it up. And it mainly included like getting a new car, getting glasses, because I need glasses, still need glasses, which I got glasses. We'll talk about that and later on. So, and then just starting my businesses, making sure my businesses were making money, you know, just making sure that I work on like money issues and saving and budgeting and all of that, which I started doing really well at the beginning of the year. I was budgeting really well. I was saving, like did 3 digits in the bank. That doesn't sound like much, but for someone who didn't really come from saving or anything like that, was literally living paycheck to paycheck, which I still am technically, so to speak, but something like that, and you know, you got 3 digits in the bank to just save, then that's really good for me, you know. So I started saving, budgeting, looking for a new car, even though I still had the Volkswagen, the convertible Volkswagen, which you guys have also seen in my last video, because I've had that for at least 2.5, maybe 3 years. So really just working on getting my financials together and myself together and everything that. Also, don't mind my background. I know it's not the prettiest. I really wanted a backdrop, but Amazon never sent it and they ended up refunding me because something wasn't in stock. And I don't know. I get sick of Amazon because they've been doing that a lot lately. But anyways, moving on. So as you guys know, if you watch my vlogs as well, you know that I also started vlogging, which I technically launched in December, but I really got serious about, well, I was serious about it the whole time, but I really kept up with it in January. So January I was starting to get views, people subscribing, and all around just having fun with it. If you If you would like, I'll just leave a link in the description for you guys to go actually check that out. Right now, my blog, I'm currently like moving slow on it, but I'm still doing it. It's still doing great on some posts. I honestly, can't remember how many views I have in total so far, but right now I probably average about 100, 150 views a month, which isn't a lot in the blog community, but it's a lot for me considering the fact that I'm not a blogger. This is just something that I do for fun. Literally, I only have one booklet on there to see if I could make money. Other than that, I don't really do blog to make money off of, which is something that I should turn into a revenue instead of doing it for just a hobby. But yeah, that's my blog. I basically talk about lifestyle stuff. I talk about a lot of film stuff in there because you guys know I'm part of the film community. I talk about a lot of stuff on there. That's what's mainly catered to. And then of course I talk about I did have a beauty section, but as you guys can see, I'm not really beauty guru. Like, of course, I'll do my wigs, but as far as makeup, eyebrows, mascara, a little bit of lip gloss, and that depends on where I'm going, because if I'm going to work, I don't wear any of that stuff. So yeah, that's basically what my blog is about. I started getting really serious about my hair. So as you guys know, I actually cut it a few times on this channel, like big chops. And last year I did do a huge big chop where I was practically almost bald. So extremely shaved head, which I thought I was really cute. Of course, when women shave their head, a lot of people don't support you, but it is what it is. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna cut my hair anymore, and started growing out. I'll probably try to insert some pictures or something, and started taking care of it, got some hair products, started doing deep conditioners, and because I don't know how to take care of my hair, I know a little bit more about how to take care of it, how to wash it, twist it up, what products do well with my hair somewhat. I'm still looking how to do the really like curly effect. And at one point I really thought I was 4C, but I really don't know what type I am. I'm obviously still in the 4 community, but as what type 4 I am, I have no clue. So we'll see once I take these out. But yeah, I'm just trying to love my hair as much as possible now, really have it grow out and to be what it was. Because when I was a child, I had a lot of hair. And then since then, who knows what has happened. But my hair doesn't take a long time to grow. So you'll actually see that because I'm going to try to insert pictures of my hair then and then now. Also in January, as you guys know, I promote Underrated Film on here a lot, which is my like motivational t-shirts, anything type of company for film. I started going hard for that because I kept pushing it back because I was like, I don't have the money to do this. I don't have the time to do this. And then I was also worried, like, what if somebody doesn't support me? So I had to really get out of that habit. So I started really going hard for Underrated Film, really finding vendors, really trying to figure out prices, what products I was going to sell, you know, sitting down and really doing all of that. So January was really like, okay, I'm going to get on my feet type of month. And that's what it ended up being. And I'm really proud of what all I sat down and wrote down in my ideas from January. So no, moving on to February, not a lot happened in February. The main thing is, like I said, in January, I really started caring about my hair. I downloaded this app called Hair Journal and started like journaling my hair from there, setting goals of where I wanted my hair to be and stuff like that. So I definitely really started caring about my hair more, putting it up more, make sure that when it's underneath my wigs, it's definitely moisturized and protected, and just things like that. The other thing that happened in February, I went out on Valentine's Day and ended up in a really bad accident, which is not the reason why I had Chad, because I actually have found Chad before I got into an accident. I just couldn't afford him yet. So I got in a really bad accident for Valentine's Day when I went out with Jeremy, and ended up basically totaling the car. Another car flipped. I was sideswiped, and the original car got away. And I actually was ticketed for that accident. So we'll move on to that as we go in. But that was pretty much what happened in January. I don't think I did anything other than focused on getting my goals together and saving. So I wasn't doing too much of going out or even really doing much for myself. So February was definitely a month where I didn't really do much, but that accident definitely, like, it, I don't think it affected me as bad as it affects most people. Like, I didn't end up with I had a little bit of PSD at first. For, I guess PSD is the technical term for it at first. But I quickly got over it, only because like my parents kind of put me in the car the next day and was like, okay, you still gotta drive. But during that period, I did have to catch a ride to work, which I know most people do, but when you have a car for so long, like, you forget about that struggle. So I definitely had to go through that struggle again, which it wasn't too bad. My dad took me to work before he went to work, which would be super early. But, you know, I would get food before I went. You know, I would take my iPad with me or my computer and get work done or catch up on some movies that I didn't see. So it wasn't that bad. It's just that I had to get up and leave early and I couldn't get there on my own terms. So I just forgot, like, okay, people have to go through this, or people have to catch MARTA. You know what I mean? So definitely have to go through that again, which, you know, wasn't a totally bad experience. Moving on to March, I end up getting Chad. Honestly, I had already saved about 1,500 for Chad. I had to put down 2,000 because no, I had to put down 2,500. Wait, did I put down 2,500 or 2,000? I had to put down 2,500. I had already saved about 1,700 already. Just because my job history was so new, but it was hard for me to show that I was an entrepreneur, and that was on my fault because I wasn't keeping up with the stuff that I was supposed to keep up. But since I had gotten that accident, obviously insurance covered the rest of the car, and with that check I was able to get Chad before he was sold off the lot. And really, the people that I got the car from actually was saving the car from me, because I was able to do like a layaway plan, which is interesting for a car lot to do. But when I found Chad online, I was like, okay, let's go check out this car place, because I had looked at so many already and none of them had a Chevy Equinox. But if they did, they was asking for too much, or, you know, just wasn't getting the right energy from them. So I'm taking these out kind of fast, but yeah, that's pretty much how I got Chad. I was already saving for him. He was already in the picture, and then I just had the accident, and the accident kind of helped me. So I guess it was a curse and a blessing at the same time. But yeah, the Volkswagen was already having issues. Like, I was already starting to have issues with the transmission, and then I hit a curve really hard. So the alignment was messed up, and the amount that people was trying to charge me for alignment was ridiculous. So it was really time for me to get a new car anyways. I was just glad I was able to get it, you know, in the timely manner that I did. March is also my birthday. I turned 25 this year. It was also another curse and a blessing at the same time, because I'm like, okay, I'm 25, I'm not financially stable, you know, I still stay at home with my parents and all of that stuff. But I was like, but I was also like, look at how much I accomplished. Like, I'm still alive to see my 25th birthday, you know, and things like that. Like, I'm pursuing what I'm trying to do. I don't have to worry about bills, so I can not lollygag, but I can take risks that I couldn't take if I had like additional bills like housing, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like looking back on what I have done and then what I haven't done, and just coming to terms that eventually I'm gonna get there. So just to stay in my own lane. Also in March, I was doing marketing and social media and all of that for a while at the beginning, just to make some extra money. But the company was so all over the place, I decided to quit within like a month. And because they wanted me to like work off commissions of clients that I got on my own, and then turn around and I get bonuses for bringing clients in or something like that. It was really just all over the place, and I was mainly just on digital media side. So I decided to try it on my own for a while, and I had clients, and then I stopped having clients. I don't know if I wasn't pushing myself. I don't know what I was doing wrong, but that took a turn for the worse. I wasn't making that money anymore. So back to just working this job that I have, working at the gun range, which is my main source of income still to this day. But yeah, I was just having issue with finding clients. Like I was still doing the film. I'm still doing films like at least once a month, which I realistically need to start doing them like 4 times a month. But I just was having issues finding clients for different things that I do. Also in March, Underrated Film was already planned, ready to go. All I had to do was start putting things in motion. So in March, especially after I got Chad, because that was taking up a majority of what I was making, because I was putting like all my checks pretty much into getting this car. So after I got Chad, I had time to start planning and buying stuff for Underrated Films. So in March, that's when Underrated Films really started going and getting in motion. So finding vendors, what else did I do? Oh, seeing, basically pricing out everything that I wanted to sell this year. So like I have stuff that I want to release later in the month that are already priced out. I already have my vendor for it ready to go. You know what I mean? So Underrated Film definitely took off. This is when I was like, okay, this is definitely what I'm going to go ahead and do. April was pretty much all about Underrated Film. I had received my first inventory, which was buttons actually from Sticker Mule. I think you guys have seen them in my vlog. If not, I'll put a picture or something in them. I also received my t-shirts, my first version of my t-shirts, which were kind of a hit and miss. You actually have probably seen them. They were my red and black ones. I just recently took them off the site. I only had like 6 more left, and they kind of just stopped selling. So they're off the site. I'll probably do a giveaway with them. I have 5 more because I gave one to Jeremy. But yeah, it was all about Underrated Film. I had started planning my photo shoots, and I figured out what site I was gonna sell on, and just putting things more into motion than what I had already done in April. Also in April, my best friend ended up like liking my car so much, she ended up getting the same car a year younger than mine. Hers actually has the TV in the front. It's so cool, and hers is like a brown color, I think. And I think she has the LT, because I know they have different model. I have the basic model of the Equinox, but mine is black, which is what I was going for. So she ended up getting the same car as mine. I was like, you can definitely tell we're besties, because I posted on Instagram and people were like, okay, so y'all besties. Like, yes sir, we are. But yeah, she ended up getting the same car as mine, so we're like just twins all the way around. So I love that. I thought that was so cool. Also in April, like throughout the whole beginning of the year, I was getting more and more into Law of Attraction. But April was such a good month for Law of Attraction, bringing in good energy, bringing in gigs, bringing in money, and all of that is just, Law of Attraction really works, which I kind of stopped doing the Law of Attraction. I think that's where I've gone downhill, but we'll talk about that a little later. I also did a gig for 50/50, which is like this black women mentorship program. So older black women in their careers come help younger women, and I thought that was so cool. I didn't keep up with that gig only because it happened on Saturday, and I do stuff on Saturday. So if it was like during the week or whatever, it'd be fine. But I also was doing that gig as volunteer work, so I wasn't making money. So obviously stuff that comes up that I make money from are going to be more priority than things that don't, just because I have bills, I have stuff I want to do, I'm trying to get my credit right, all of that. So it was a really good idea, but as for me, it just didn't fit well with my schedule. I also did my first photo shoot for Underrated Film. It was a product photo shoot. It was of my buttons that I thought turned out really well. That's when I really thought, well, okay, photography might be for me. Like I said, I'll post some pictures and we'll see from there. I am looking really crazy. I'm actually almost done. This is what I have left. So this went by really fast. I thought it was going to take a lot longer than this. I also did my basketball gig, but I do those basketball gigs at least 3 times a year. I have one more coming up, but that basketball gig, LeBron James was there, Dwayne Wade was there, Carmelo Anthony was there. Like, this is a AAU basketball 16-17, but their sons was playing. I'm filming up here on this platform, and LeBron James is sitting just chilling right here on the stand that I'm on filming the basketball games. We done made eye contact a couple of times. I'm like, yo, what's up? Let me take a picture with you. I didn't do all of that because, I mean, I like the NBA, but I'm not a fan of it like I used to be back in the day. But it was really pretty cool to be that close in front of these people who literally have millions of dollars in their pockets. You know, so, and not only that, you guys know I wouldn't mind being a photographer, a videographer for the NBA, WNBA. So just to be in that presence was just an in awe moment. And once I posted on my Instagram, people were like, what? That's crazy. You know, did you get a picture with him? Did you slide your business card to him? I was like, y'all gotta chill, you know. So I thought that was just a great experience in general. I really want to do something like that again. It was a Nike's basketball game. It was EYLB. Don't get me wrong on the title, but that basically was my hype of like videography basketball career. I also think in April, that's when me and Jeremy got serious. Like, we had a period, he's probably not gonna like this, but we had a period where we were talking, but it wasn't like on a daily basis. We were back like talking like we were just friends, you know what I'm saying? And then in March is when, like, we kind of had a moment, and it was like, that's when in February we kind of had a moment, and that's when we were like, okay, we're gonna go out for Valentine's Day. And we did. And then still had a little bit of communication issues in my eyes, but in April I feel like that's when everything started to come together, and we kind of really started getting serious again. Because when we first started talking, it did pick up pretty quick, and then it kind of died, and then it picked up again. Also in April, I had a nice little length check where I was really feeling my hair. Like I said, it doesn't take my hair long to grow, but I was really feeling my hair. I think I was stopped here and then almost to my shoulders in April. So length check there. I'll try to post some pictures. Again, if I don't, I'm sorry. Moving on to May, having some more client issues. I just decided to give up on social media and trying to make flyers and graduation invitations and doing grad pics for people, because people are unreliable. People are like, yeah, we'll do this, we'll do that, and then all of a sudden, like, okay, never mind, we're not going to do this, and then you never hear from that person again. So in May, I just decided that I'm not going to do graduation stuff probably ever, because they're the most unreliable clients in the world. So that's kind of what I had going on, trying to make some extra money in April. Just because, you know, you need money in this world. I don't know why people say the world doesn't revolve around money, because it does. It doesn't revolve around love. People will kill for money. Well, people will kill for love, but besides the point. But yeah, it's client issues again. It happens. In May, I also did another product shoot. I received more inventory, which was my gray t-shirts that said that are a variety of the big underrated film in the front, and then the gray small one, which I think you guys have both seen those, and then of course my black t-shirt with the big gold in the front, which I think are gorgeous, just hard to photograph. And then I also did another photo shoot as well for underrated film. I also launched in May, at the end of May, underrated film, which was a relief in itself. It's like, okay, I put the product out, let's see how it's gonna do. So for me, it was just a relief. And then when I got my first order, which was for my best friend, because how you gonna be your best friend and not support? So she brought my first product ever. So, and that was like literally the day after I launched. So I got my first sale. A sale is a sale, money is money. It doesn't matter where it comes from. And that just made me happy, like, okay, I can do this, you know what I mean? So launching underrated film has by far have to be my greatest accomplishment this month, other than getting my new car. Speaking of car, somebody actually hit Chad on the side, and it was actually a lot worse than we all thought it was going to be. My sister went up to just down the street, literally we can walk, just down the street to go get us some food. She calls me and she was like, someone just hit me. I put my pants on. I was like, okay, it ain't that bad, right? I get up there and I have anxiety, anger, sad, all these emotions at one time. I start crying because I'm like, I worked so hard to get this car, and I only had it for like a month and a half. So from there, like, my mom had to calm me down, like, and then we were all standing there because the dude didn't want to talk to me. I went over there calm after I had, asking for insurance like you're supposed to do, taking pictures, and he was just flat out rude. And he smelled like weed. So when the police got there, we explained everything to him. Thank goodness we had a witness that also, said what they had to say, and he ended up getting a ticket. So after that, I was like, okay, I don't even have to talk to my insurance. I'll just talk to his. They fix the car. Nisa goes to the chiropractor, and we're done. Chad is fixed now. So that's all that matters. So that was like one of the only downside about May, other than not having the clients that I want to have. No, I lied. I also had court for the previous accident that I had, which I pled not guilty for, which when you go in court, they tell you this huge spiel about you shouldn't, are you sure, because this and that and the third could happen if you are found guilty, and all this other stuff. But I'm like, I don't know why I got the ticket. You know what I'm saying? Because my police report was wrong. It didn't even mention the other car, even though witnesses have stated that there was another car involved. So it didn't even say that. Nothing on the police report about where the cars were hit were right. He was saying that I was hit on the side, but I'm gonna insert some pictures, and it will show you that I was hit from the back all the way to the side. So a lot of stuff was, he was saying my airbags didn't deploy, which I spent in a circle, so I don't understand how the airbags didn't deploy. But anyways, he was just saying a bunch of stuff on the police report that just wasn't right. And when the cop actually didn't see the accident, it's really just he say, she say from there. So you can't really go off the police report, which is when I pleaded guilty, I didn't know. So the tickets that I had got were failure to maintain lane and reckless driving because I cut somebody off. People are so sensitive these days. But those are the tickets that I got, and I was like, I'm not doing these tickets because both of those tickets equal 7 points on your license and $900. I was like, I'm not doing that, and I'm not the one who even hit the other person. You know what I mean? So that's basically what I went to court for then, which was postponed. Moving on to positive things in May. I know I didn't stop. Moving on to positive things in May, my best friend did a business dedication in May, which, if you guys don't know what that is, it's basically giving your business over to the Lord. So she basically did that, and I went to go support hardcore because that's my best friend. So she basically did that. It was a nice ceremony. I honestly wouldn't mind doing that myself. We got to eat. She got to showcase some of her products at the end. It was really like back in the old days church where you went to church and then you went downstairs to eat. I don't know if you guys are religious like that or had that experience like that, but my camera stopped recording. So that's basically what it was. So I basically enjoyed myself. I was so proud of her when she did it. Just all in all, rooting for my best friend. Also in May was a long Also in May, my cousin graduated from high school, so I'm very proud of her. We just, of course, did what you do, go have a barbecue, eat, talk, and all that other stuff. Let's see. And the last thing that happened in May is I did a podcast. Basically, I can't remember the name of the podcast, but if I remember, I put it down in the description below. But basically for DPs in film. I think it was called the DP podcast. So it's DPs is basically director of photography. It's the person over all the rest of the camera operators. If you're doing an indie film, then you're the main camera operators and everybody else is just helping you. So that I basically have had a few jobs like that. So I got to be featured on that podcast. That my episode has not came out yet. He's done like a whole bunch of them and he's releasing them like 1 month at a time or every 2 weeks. I can't remember how he's doing it, but he has a bunch of us like just on his podcast, and I can't wait for my episode to come out. So when it does, be on the lookout for that. I would say follow my Twitter, but I don't be on Twitter. I don't even think I would announce it on there. I'll probably announce it on Instagram, so follow my Instagram. Oh, I also got real serious about my personal Instagram too, because I'm like, if I'm out here trying to be like the front of something, then my personal Instagram needs to be on point. Like, people need to know I'm posting. People need to know who I am. So I got kind of serious about that. I try posting at least once a month. I know that's slow, but I don't really do much to just post pictures. I'm trying to get better at it, but Instagram is hard to keep up with. Any social media is hard to keep up with. That's why people get social media managers. But yeah, that was pretty much the conclusion of May. I know May was really long. So let's move on to June. So in June, I did a horror series, which was really fun to shoot. We actually did makeup and all that other stuff, did a few night scenes. I thought that was really cool. That was just another film gig that I did. Also in June, for Underrated Film, I released my coffee mugs, which you guys have seen me take pictures of in my vlog, so go check those out. Seriously, it has a lot of content in it. They're dealing with underrated film. But mugs are right now probably my most popular selling item, and I mean, that's fine, it's cool and all, but it doesn't have my underrated film stuff on there. Because I get that from a vendor that's actually shipped from that vendor to people's houses. So that's pretty cool. I thought that was dope, and I really people really enjoyed them. They just take a little long to ship, in my opinion, but nobody's complained yet. So cross my fingers. I also did the 48-hour film festival in June, so I had 2 film gigs that happened. The 48-hour film is obviously not a paid gig. It's just something to do for fun. But it was cool, but I would never do it again, because when people get sleepy after being up for 24 hours, people start to get delirious, people start to get tired, people start to get irritated, people are ready to go, and everyone was experiencing the same thing. People were falling asleep while we're supposed to be doing stuff for the film. So it was definitely an experience, cool experience. I definitely, if anybody is watching this and you want to do the 48 film festival, I definitely recommend it, but it's just a one-time thing for me. People do it every year. I personally don't see how. In June, I also was comfortable enough to wear my hair out. When I first wore my hair out, me and Jeremy went on a all day experience where we basically started at 12 and then until like late at night. And I wore a like 70s 80s afro because I was watching this woman, and obviously her hair was a lot bigger than mine, but I was like, that's really dope. That's what I want to do with my hair. So I wore my hair out then, and then the next couple of days I kind of wore my hair in a puff, especially because Father's Day followed it, and I was just so in love with my hair, and Jeremy actually loved it too. So that was the positive side. I'm getting more comfortable with wearing my hair out. And then of course in June I started vlogging, which brings us now into July. So in June, as you guys saw in my vlogs, I got new inventory once again, which were my dust mask, which I did a photo shoot with and put them up on my site. They have been viewed, they haven't been bought yet, which I didn't think those were going to do the best selling. That's why I only got so many, but I thought they were definitely a good idea for people who are outside in the elements and they need something like that. So that was the main reason for them. But I got inventory, did a photo shoot with those. As you guys saw, also I did a basketball gig where I did the main courts, so the finals basketball courts, which were actually live streamed. I have one more coming up next week, and I don't think I have any more film gigs so far the rest of the month, obviously because we only got a week left. Had court again, as I talked about. So this court was a determining factor of my tickets, which I did not get the reckless driving ticket because according to other witnesses, it didn't make sense for me to get it. However, I still, since the witnesses were saying that I was getting over into another lane when the accident happened, I got failure to maintain lane. So that ticket was $230 something, which I just recently paid, and I got 3 points on my license. But I am doing a driving defense class, which which was supposed to happen yesterday, but they canceled. Not yesterday, it was supposed to happen on Saturday, which they canceled, and it's going to be this upcoming Saturday, which is fine because I don't think I had anything planned for this upcoming Saturday. So that's how that went. It didn't go into my favor, but I ended up getting a defense attorney too. I forgot to tell you guys that because I was like, there's no way. But my defense attorney was saying that whoever the judge is could possibly send me to jail, or I could have some type of fine or something like that. And I was like, bro, I don't want to go through this. I'm obviously done with this. This is what's been like having me down in the dumps since May when I first did it, and it's just like this is really nerve-wracking for me, and had given me really bad anxiety. I couldn't sleep for the couple of days before the court dates and all of that, because it's like the you don't know how the judge or the justice system is gonna judge you. Like, it literally could judge you wrong, which I still feel like it is, but I'm not in the mood. I'm 10 times happier now that it's over, even though I did have to get a ticket. But it's my first one. I've never gotten a ticket before then, never been in an accident before then. So it's my first one. And I mean, it's just something that I had to go through life. Like, everything happens for a reason. It is what it is. And that's just how I took it. Last thing about June, I think, because I told you guys in my vlog that I haven't been pushing, I haven't been selling, I haven't been promoting, I haven't really been doing much, but really just going out and setting up vacations, trying to go swimming, and really enjoy my summer. Like, I'm gonna get back on my grind, obviously, but I've been so focused on business and everything else that I haven't really had a chance to just focus on me and just go out and spend money on me. So I really think that's what July has been for me. So that's probably the reason why I haven't been promoting and stuff like that. I'll start back again. My throat is actually kind of dry now. I'll start back again soon, but as of right now, as of July, I'm going to continue to enjoy myself. The month is almost over. School starts back up next month, so I'll probably run a school sale or whatever, especially for colleges that's in film. And I also plan on hiring a social media manager for underrated film, just so I can start back gaining, because I was gaining good on my Facebook, like likes and stuff like that, and then it stopped because I stopped. So you see how that works? Like, your stuff only works as hard as you do, literally. Like, some people are lucky where they can just stop posting and go on with their life. I'm not one of those people. I have to work hard in order to make this money. So that's that. I'm still working at a gun range. If you've seen in my vlog, I'm ready to stop showing up to that job. I've been applying to jobs, and yeah, we're just gonna go from there. That's really my year so far in a nutshell. I've had way more ups than I've had downs, but I still get in this little mood where it's like, oh, I'm not making enough money yet. I'm still, feel like I'm stuck and stuff like that. But it took me to do this video to realize how much I have done, and I'm thankful for that. So main things I think I need to focus on is getting back on my grind, getting back to law of attraction, and praying every day, because I was praying every day and that kind of also stopped as well. So I need to get back to praying every day, finding my way again, and not slipping back into where I was last year. Financial freedom is still my mantra, and it's still what I'm pushing towards. But other than that, I have 2 twists, so I'm going to take them out and I will be right back. So this is my hair completely out, curly, obviously nice and drawn up. Just a lip chalk really quick. Let me straighten up my hair. That's what the back of my hair looking like. Before I put these in, I think that it was like right at my shoulder, so you can see how fast my hair is growing. This is the front. Oh yeah, definitely have some growth there. And then on the side here. So that's what my hair is. I'm really about to just throw it up in something because I want to go swimming before I wash my hair. Oh, I can put it in a nice ponytail. I could put it in a ponytail before, but the back was still like out. But here we are here. But yeah, I'm about to put it up and I want to go swimming before I have to wash my hair. So I'm probably about to go do that with my best friend. Like and subscribe if you like this video, and I am out.